For the CircuitPython Parsec today, I wanted to show you how you can use the SD card detect inside of CircuitPython as a switch or a button. So on some of the SD card readers, including this one that's built on board with the Metro RP2350, there is a small switch in there that essentially throws a GPIO pin high or low when an SD card is inserted. So in this case, this is a really simple bit of code I have running. All we're going to do is see that the red onboard LED that's right here near where my finger is next to the green power LED, that is going to light up when an SD card is inserted. So I've got a little micro SD card. When I push that in, you'll see that light lights up there, and then it turns off when I pull the SD card back out. And then you'll see I've also got a little bit of text showing up in the REPL there that says card inserted, LED on, card removed, LED off. The way you do this is by simply importing the board definition, which includes, for a board like this, board.sd card detect. It's really just a GPIO pin. In this case, it's going to be set to input with a pull-up resistor, and then I'm telling the LED to be enabled with a output direction, turn it off at first, and then I'm also checking the state of this switch. But otherwise, this is really just like throwing a switch. So you can see here, if the last state and the current state differ, sort of debouncing going on there, when the card comes out, we're going to turn the light off. When the card goes in, we're going to turn the light on. Now, this is essentially a bonus button, so you can see I'm just using it like a little button here. But ideally, you'll use this for cases where you want to do something when a card is plugged in or do something when a card is removed. So I've got a little bit of more complicated code here. I'm going to copy this and paste this over here and rerun it. And what this code is going to do is it's going to check for a card being inserted. When a card's inserted, it's going to check the name on the volume. If the volume is a known volume called cart 1, it's going to light up the onboard NeoPixel to, actually when it's cart 2, it's going to light the onboard NeoPixel to green. I'll unplug that. It'll reset the SD card hardware, and then when I plug in this other known cart, this one's called cart 1, it lights up my NeoPixel purple. If I plug in a cart that I haven't named, that I'm not looking for, then it's going to kind of blink red and ask me to try again. So this is all an idea that I've had of doing some sort of like physical cartridges so that you could maybe play a game based on what you plug in, set up some sort of functions on a project by inserting and removing cards. But one of the key things there is to actually know when a card has been put in and one has been removed. In this case, it's all the same as what I showed before. I'm just setting up an SD card detect using that pin, setting it as a pull-up, and then doing stuff based on SD card being plugged in or removed. And so that is how you can use the SD card detect inside of CircuitPython with an SD card reader. And that is your CircuitPython Parsec.